So both Cepeda and Kelly tonight winning with fourth-round technical knockouts. Of course, for Kelly, though, a championship belt. We'll take a short break. We'll come back with junior welterweights as Fight Night continues. To Las Vegas, a city which offers 320 days of sunshine a year. And we're set to go for our next bout, junior welterweights. To tell us more, here's Chuck Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, the officials assigned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for the final event of the evening. The judges are Dave Moretti, Al Siciliano, and Cindy Barton. Your referee is Toby Gibson. The final event of the night featuring 6 rounds of boxing in the junior welterweight division. Introducing, in the blue corner, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 144 pounds, with a professional record of 2 wins, 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Mike Fornelli. And in the red corner, fighting out of Paramount, California, he weighed in at 145 1/2 pounds. His professional record consists of 11 wins, 1 defeat with 6 KOs. Introducing Danny Perez.
Danny Perez 11-1, but his 1 loss came in his last bout in July. Mark Fornelli 2-1. He's been converted from a slugger to a boxer by Cornelius Boza Edwards, his trainer, Gil.
Well, that name brings back a lot of memories. He was a great fighter. He was in some of the greatest television fights in history.
He's been retired since 1987. His last fight, the Jose Luis Ramirez. But he is a former WBC junior lightweight champion.
Well, if Fornelli has half of the heart and fortitude that Boza Edwards showed in his career, we should get a good fight.
So Fornelli in the short black trunks and Danny Perez in the long black trunks with the orange trim.
I think that's gold trim.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not sure. It looks more orangey to me.
Halloween, huh?
Yeah. Fornelli, a 3-time runner-up to the Golden Gloves. As a pro, he's had only 3 fights. 26 years of age. Perez a lot younger, 21. Started boxing a lot younger, age 11.
Perez keeps whipping that left hook underneath, Bruce. There he goes again. He starts his combinations always with that left hook under.
Perez now from Paramount, California. That's in Los Angeles County. But he was born in Michoacan, Mexico. And it's not easy to spell, Gil, so what he did was he has a tattoo on his right shoulder, just on the right arm, top of the shoulder area, and that way when you ask him how to spell it, he just turns it and shows it to you.
And what about that Paramount, California? Does that have anything to do with our Paramount?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
No.
Beautiful combination by Perez.
Upstairs goes Perez.
Again, he starts those combinations with that left hook underneath. There it is again.
Low blow thrown there. And a quick warning from the referee.
You all right?
That's Toby Gibson.
Okay. Come here, gloves. Okay.
Unofficially, about 40-45 seconds to go in the round. Good inside work by Perez. And a right hand by Perez. Gil, he's got Fornelli backing up.
And Fornelli is not offering much resistance at all. Not throwing any solid punches.
Untie, let's walk, don't slack, come on, get on the walk.
Winding down in round number 1, the schedule for 8 in the junior welterweight division. Big first round for Danny Perez. Gunn's Plaza Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. Hey, Gil, who was Jackie Gunn, or who is Jackie Gunn?
He's one of the most fabled men in Las Vegas, Bruce. I know him for almost 30 years myself. He started in the El Cortez Hotel downtown here, and he's built an empire. He now has 7 hotels and casinos.
And a point is taken away from Perez.
Well, he's been digging that left hook underneath. But let's see if the hook underneath. Oh, he just threw another one underneath.
So a 1 point deducted. He was warned in the first round, and here in the second round, Toby Gibson, the referee, takes a point away from Danny Perez. So what does he do? He goes to work a little bit harder. Again, the referee stepping in, another point being deducted.
Well, and rightly so, because the referee takes a point so that you won't do it again. And he did it twice more after that.
So Perez, no matter really what happened in that first round, and there wasn't a knockdown, is behind in this fight. Big right hand by Perez.
Anyhow, Bruce, getting back to Jackie Gunn, he's probably the most successful casino operator in Las Vegas. I mean, I know that we have the fabled Steve Wynn and a lot of other guys, but Jackie makes them pay off.
Pioneer in the industry.
And he's a hands-on operator. He's one of the guys that walks around to his hotels, makes sure that everything is just right.
A minute 10 to go in the second round. Perez has had 2 points deducted because of low blows.
Well, maybe one more, and they may disqualify him in the fight.
Big right hand by Danny Perez.
And, you know, Bruce Fornelli just doesn't look like he can punch it all, but most guys that can't punch, they can usually take a pretty good punch because they never tightened up to get rid of a punch.
Well, what Fornelli has to do here, because he's not offering any offensive force, is to stay in this fight and see if Perez can self-destruct.
Well, you mean, in other words, you want him to jump up in the air every time that Perez throws him.
No, just hang tough, though. There's blood streaming from the right nostril of Mark Fornelli. Good uppercut by Perez. Final seconds of the round.
Nailed in.
Down goes Fornelli.
Got nailed with a straight right hand, Bruce. Left hook right hand.
6, 7, 8. Walk to me. Give me your gloves.
And that is it. Second round as Fornelli gets through the second round. Once again, a fighter can be saved by the bell only in the final round. Let's listen to Boza Edwards.
Let's take a look at this knockdown. Left hook, straight right hand, right on the button. Followed it up with another left hook on the way down. Take another look. He throws a left hook, misses. A good solid right hand on the chin, and a left hook as Fornelli's on his way down.
All right, Gil, how would you score that round? 2 points were deducted from Perez, but he knocked Fornelli down.
I scored the round 8-8.
Very good. That makes sense. Even though there's a 10-point must system, doesn't that mean that somebody has to get 10 or no?
Well, you asked me how I probably am wrong, but I scored at 8-8.
I mean, it makes sense because Fornelli was dropped.
He had the 10-point must, but then he had 2 points deducted, so that brought him down to 8.
So we move to the third round. By the way, this fight is scheduled for 6, not for 8. A wild second round.
Perez is just so much the stronger of the two and so much more a solid puncher. Fornelli, all he does, he flails with those arms. Never pivots, never puts any snap in any punch.
Perez just leans him up against the ropes and uncorks that right. And that right is pretty ferocious.
Here it is again.
Oh, that thundering right hand, and that is it. This bout has been stopped by Toby Gibson.
And Toby Gibson did a good job in stopping the bout.
Third round technical knockout.
That was a good judgment by Toby Gibson.
So Perez, who lost points for low blows, did everything else right and improves his mark to 12-1, and he looks strong, Gil.
Very, very strong guy. But you know, he always started all his combinations with that left hook underneath. He has to be taught to throw a jab once in a while. He has to be taught to feint a little bit. But he has some promise.
Here's another look at the end of the fight.
There's that straight right hand again, right on the button. And Toby Gibson's seen enough. And he was correct, in my opinion.
For the official time, let's go up to ring announcer Chuck Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 14 seconds of the third round. Referee Toby Gibson stops the bout. The winner by a TKO, Danny Perez.
So Danny Perez with the big right in the third round. He's really had him shaking at the end of the second, and he finishes him off in the third round. We'll take a break back at Jackie Gonn's Plaza Hotel in just a moment.